There we go. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Crypto Truth, where I give you the truth as I see it. As stated before, I will be giving updates on every single Holochain dev update. This update happened yesterday or last night. I had unexpected visitors today, so that's why I'm just doing this today. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, it says here the team juggling a lot, and we are super focused right now on getting all of our plans together so that we can spring into action as we bring the new and exciting capabilities of Holochain and Holo to developers, hosts, and the end users of P2P apps. Once again, I'm sorry, you guys. Oh my gosh. All right, sorry about that. I'll put this on vibrate because it did say this is long. So, all right. So, it says here, last week I shared that we had the proxy server running on a Holochain and that the Holo team was beginning to test it. This updated version of Holochain was updated and optimized networking layers is what will allow us to scale from the 400 hosts that have been testing Elemental Chat to the thousands and perhaps even tens of thousands of web end users who will be testing it once we launch Elemental Chat as a hosted app. Now, as of last night, the testing of the proxy server revealed that the speed of signals is fantastic. All signals, 20K of them, are consistently delivered within 30 seconds of being sent. This is a vast improvement over our load test previously with Elemental Chat. However, while that is working great, we have encountered a bug that we're still sorting out that is slowing down the gossip function on the network. We expect that to be resolved in a few days, and immediately following that, we'll deploy this update to the current environment where hosts are testing. Hosts are currently using a version of Elemental Chat that does not require a user to sign in. The app assumes that if you are using it, you are the host. That works because it is installed locally for the hosts who have their own holoports and are connecting to them directly. During the sign for the hosted version of Elemental Chat, each user is creating their credentials and then connecting those credentials from the browser to their hosted source chain. This is the magic of hosting P2P apps for regular web users. The source chain needs to persist, and therefore the user must be able to, to log in and log out and log back in to connect their private keys, which they keep locally. In the browser to the source chain stored on the Holo network, there's a critical moment right when the users are creating credentials where we have identified resilience issues. Essentially, what happens is that if a user starts to sign in and then decides not to and close the browser tab, this borks or breaks the system. And it doesn't break it for just one user. It can affect many others as well. This particular issue is one we described last week as well, and we're still working through it. In part, that's because we have several team members on vacation last week, and also this issue has implications at many different layers of both Holochain and Holo. We appreciate the continued participation of hosts in the test environment. There are over 300 peers and messages are flowing every day. Folks are still joining regularly and having fun with the new identicons and discussing the goings on in the parts of the world where they live. Testing of signals, which measures the arrival of an instant chat message, is fantastic at the scale of 20,000 transactions. We're working through two major issues in dev right now. As soon as we're done with the first, related to the proxy server, we will be releasing another update to our current test with hosts. As soon as we're done with the second one, related to web users, stopping halfway through creating credentials, we'll be moving the hosted Elemental Chat release to a pre-release community test in advance of general alpha release. Thank you for, this is just a reply here. This person says, thank you for your community. I'm sure beta will be ready by 2022 through 2024. Well, I certainly hope it is ready by by 2022. As I stated before, you guys, I know I'm just reading this. That is the end of that HoloDev update for anyone. I'm going to go ahead and copy and, I can't do that. But anyway, I'll go ahead and, I was going to copy and paste the link. I'll just go ahead and I'll try to, I won't worry about it. You guys are here right now. You guys see everything here. If you don't have Twitter, please, by all means, it'll be a good idea to go ahead and get Twitter. But just to clarify some things, I'm going to talk about the market just real slightly. We have a lot of people, we have a lot of negative, what they call negative Nancy's out there. Especially we have a lot of haters out there as well. And what I mean by haters is I mean that there's a lot of ignorant people. There's a lot of ignorant people out there who are saying that this project isn't a real project and that it's fake and it's a scam. I apologize, but as far as I know, I don't know no other crypto project, and I can't even call it a crypto project, but for the sake of ease for everybody in the world, we'll just say crypto project. I don't know anybody who has a crypto project in which they continually update us on their technology, what's going on, what's wrong, what they're working on. This is part of transparency, and this is what I love. I love transparency. If you guys don't love transparency, there's something wrong with you. But again, I'm really excited for Holochain. I'm really excited for the hot token, as I am invested in the hot token. But more importantly, I'm excited in what it's going to do and what it's going to bring. It's just exciting to be a part of something that actually has real utility. Folks, you have to understand when people find out what this really is and the fact that it is a working product, this thing can work. They just want to make it work on a scale that they want it to, right? And then obviously they have to get Hollow Fuel completed as well. So, a lot of things with this project, a lot of people just really don't understand because either they don't want to do their own research or it's too complicated to understand. And I get that part about it being too complicated to understand. It took me a long time to really understand Holochain. I'm like, what? What? I can't tell you how many times I've had to look at, I had to read their white papers. I had to understand terminology. And even now, I don't understand all of the terminology because, the terminology, I read it and I'm like, oh, let me research it. And I research it and I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. And then 10 seconds later, I'm like, what was that again? So it's one of those things to where it's I know for a fact that I'm invested in a solid project. Now's the time where you want to be invested in a solid project and a project that is actually that is moving up and moving forward. There's a reason why there's a lot of risk. Obviously, there's a lot of risk when it comes to investing in projects this early. We are you guys really don't understand. People who are part of that have hot tokens or are supporting Holochain, that have Holoports, we are all part of a huge, this is just the beginning. We are at the very beginning, and I think it's awesome. I think the fact that we're at the very beginning, and I can invest in something, and I can look forward to seeing something actually grow from the very beginning. Because I was too young with Microsoft and Google and all of those different things. I was way too young. I didn't understand a lot of those things anyway. I was too busy trying to play basketball, and trying to sing and trying to do other things. So in life, But yeah, this is just the beginning. We are at the beginning steps. So, anyone out there saying, oh, well, this coin's a trash coin and it's not anything. Let me tell you something. You look at the news and you look at some of these crypto projects out there and you look at some of these YouTubers out there. What are they talking about? They're talking about Bitcoin. They're talking about Ethereum. They're talking about Cardano. They're talking about all of these. And none of them have real utility. Not a single one of them. And don't even get me started on Dogecoin, which I already did a rant on that, so I'm not even going to get started on that. But the point is that obviously Bitcoin has its own it's its own value. So I'm not saying that it's not anything and that it's trash. What I'm saying is that we have an opportunity to participate in something in which people will actually be using this product. People will actually be using Holochain. They're not going to have a choice. And by the way, I stated this before, I wanted to make a video on it, but you know what? I'm not going to make a video on it. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to say it right here. Just real quick, Holochain is a ripple in the pond. When we start doing peer-to-peer and real peer-to-peer communications, you guys have to really think about how it's going to disrupt the market. It's not just going to disrupt the cloud hosting market. Many of you guys think that. Here's what it's also going to interrupt. It's going to interrupt advertising. Do you guys know how much money is spent on online advertising? It's huge, right? So what happens when you have your own server, or you have your own what's the word? You have your own keys. You have the keys to all of your information, and it doesn't go out to anybody. How do they get that information? This is going to put a dent in a whole lot of things. It's a ripple effect. It's a straight up ripple effect. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that Holochain is way more in depth than just Holo. Obviously, please look up the difference between Holochain and Holo. I'm not going to explain it on this video, but there's plenty of other YouTubers out there that have done a fantastic job. By the way, I know many of you guys see me comment on other YouTubers, YouTuber channels and stuff like that. I'm always strolling around on YouTube, just like you guys, looking for information, searching for information. Even the smallest things help, right? So I'm not one of those people who think that I know everything. I'm one of those people who believe that if I just do proper research and finally understand where things going and get research wherever and get information wherever I can, I'll be just fine. But see, it's those people that don't really understand, don't really do research for themselves, and they end up investing in trash coins. And I feel sorry for these people a little bit, but really I don't feel sorry for them because of the fact that they're making all of this money. And this is what I mean by, we're in a world today where if you have a lot of money, if you are rich, apparently you're a very wise person. That is not the case. And then we also live in a world where if you are poor, if you don't have a lot of money, then you're just dumb and you're ignorant. That is not true. So, we all have a life to live, and pulling wisdom. I don't care what part of life you are from. I believe that I can learn something from everyone. I believe I can learn something from every culture, right? I'm an American. But I don't think like I honestly really don't think like a lot of other Americans. And if a lot of other Americans and you guys out there do think like I do, wonderful. We can move forward. It'd be great to have a great conversation with you guys. I love talking about politics and different things, and even religion and different things like that. But obviously, this is a crypto channel in which I talk about a little bit update on the crypto market, and then obviously my darling, my baby Holochain. So but anyway, going back to what I was stating before, Holochain goes a whole lot more deeper than just Holo, and then obviously there's a lot of things that's going to be going on in the background. So I really want you all to be confident and comfortable in what you are invested in. It doesn't matter how low it gets. Just know, I tell you guys all the time, please wait until after beta. Wait until Holochain goes after beta. And honestly, that's what I'm doing. I'm giving this project, I've been very, very patient. And I know a lot of you guys have been very, very patient with this project. Stop looking at these daily things and going up and down, up and down. You're going to give yourself a headache. Matter of fact, you guys, it's going to be horrible. It's horrible how, we see so many people. Who was it? It was a guy on one of the subscribers, not subscribers, but one of the people, he commented, that I'm gonna stay broke for the rest of my life. It's almost impossible for me to stay broke for the rest of my life, or be broke for the rest of my life, just because I invest in Holochain. And I'm not saying that because I believe in it so much that I believe that it's gonna fly up to $5 or $10 or some crazy number like that. But what I do believe is that when I sit there and I look in the mirror and I say, what am I invested in? Why am I invested in it? And what is it going to do for my community? What is it going to do for the future? And if I see the potential of where it's going to go, I'm going to invest in it. By the way, I know many of you guys, I'm going to tell you guys, in my life, and I know many of you guys are going to be like, oh man, you're in my life, I have rarely been wrong. In my life, I have rarely been wrong about a lot of things. But it doesn't mean that you're able to do what you want to do in life. If you don't have the money, if you don't have the capital to do what you need to do, it doesn't matter whether you're right or wrong. You can't participate in it anyway. But for the people that I've talked to, for the people that I've been a part in their lives, some of the things I haven't even told them because I don't even want to tell them about what I've been right about, because then, it's some people, I'd rather for people to just say, you know what, man, you were right. And they do. And I like that. But this is not financial. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a regular guy just like everybody else. But here's the thing about me. I'm going to tell you right now. I do my research. I take a look at what I'm invested in, and I'm I'm rested in it, and I'm gonna stick with it until I've very rarely been wrong. But I'll tell you what. You guys go back to my story of what I said before. I was definitely wrong. I was definitely in the wrong about what's it called? Nucleus vision. Oh man, wow. Whew. Yeah. I thought their ideas were great. But I was definitely in the wrong. And again, I was a beginner. I never did look at Dogecoin though. Even when I was a beginner, I was always trying to find out the new technology. And what Nucleus Vision was doing, I was like, wow, this is new technology. This is unheard of. This is great. This is everything else in between. But unfortunately, I didn't think deep enough. And then because of that, it ran into some issues. I'm not talking about the whole, whether they showed up or not. I'm talking about the technology itself. That's the most important thing. That's why I always tell you guys to invest in technology. So what I did was, and by the way, I didn't even come out negative. I think I came out plus $2,000 on Nucleus Vision. So I didn't even lose on that. But I didn't go back into it after I found out some things. But that was because I was continuing to do research. All right, I know I'm blabbing on just a little bit here, but I think it's really great. I think it's really sad that we have a lot of people here on Twitter. Let's take a look. While we're here on Twitter, let's go ahead and take a look at Twitter. I have found out that there's been some funny ones lately, and I just want to see him. This person he's a pretty cool guy. He says, "Remember when?" And then obviously we got it right here, and me personally, I don't even remember this stuff. I don't even care. I remember, but like, I just don't really care, because at the end of the day, when you're a long-term holder, all of these ups and downs and stuff like that, and I think I've, on a couple of them, I responded like with Master Roshi or something like that. Like, I'm just chilling, So we do have people that are out there, and they're crazy about Holochain. They're way more crazier than I am about Holochain, and they have so many hot tokens. I mean, people have way more hot tokens than I do. Obviously, as I stated before, I don't even have a lot in the first place. But man, they damn. I wish I had the money. Man, look here. If I had that money, it's like I'm already counting out dollars. You're not saying, what's that song? You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to fold them. Yep. So, and then also it says never count your money while you're at the table. So, all right. So how many times, blah, 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 somebody says something about SafeMoon. I still haven't done any research on SafeMoon. By the way, now that I'm here and talking about other projects, I know that I haven't been doing any updates on on other projects. I really do apologize about that, but to be honest with you guys, I'm being kind of fatigued and reading all of these projects and hearing, and I go to them and it's like the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm going to try. I really am going to try and and take a look at it. Take a look at some of these projects, but I think it will really help if you guys mention projects and then kind of just tell me what they're trying to do. I can do research on them, but I had such an influx of just I'm gonna pull up my phone here and tell you the notes that I have, and it's just a small note of different look at QBX, Ixie Cash, Wink, SafeMoon, Win, Dexacoin, Fake Token, Berry, and some of the other ones. Like it's just crazy. And so I do want to apologize because I did say that I was going to get to those. I will eventually get to those. It's in a bear market right now, so there's a lot of people who are looking to be hyped up with their coin. I'm not a person to hype up any coin or any token. And the only reason why I'm a staunch Holochain supporter is because of what I've seen with Holochain, their improvements, their developments, and the technology behind it. Like I stated before, algorithm. This is hilarious. Someone said, since I joined the hot movement, he was the one account I looked at, even though he was always a disclaimer for his picks and cryptos. He's been right 100% in them for me. Thank you for your advice. What else? Felicia precisely explained. Blockchain is too slow, too old and outdated technology. Holochain, cheaper, faster, better than blockchain. The future is bright. How to explain the difference between Holochain? Oh, between blockchain and holochain. And I think it's so funny that they use. I like that. That's hilarious to me. I'm gonna go ahead and put it like there. I think it's funny how they use Firefox, because obviously Firefox. It would be nice to see some connections. There is some connections between Firefox and but we're gonna get through all of that once more information is out. They haven't really been doing any advertising, so again, check that out as well. May you 25x your leverage, enjoy some fruits of your labor. Yes, Queen. Everything Elon, everything to the moon. Oh man. You know what? I'm not even gonna go on a rant about Elon Musk. Look, you guys. Just because these people have a lot of money don't mean they're very intelligent people. It don't mean that they're very wise people. But they're, I should say that it doesn't mean that they're very wise. I do believe that Elon Musk is a very intelligent person. I do believe that he don't understand, just like a lot of people really don't understand blockchain technology. They're still trying to understand blockchain technology. They're still trying to understand cryptocurrency. And here we have Holochain, which is going to be out in the next, probably less than a year, hopefully less than a year. And, once this comes out, you guys are extremely early. This is what I mean by you're extremely early to the party. The entire face of the earth bears the imprint of human power. George Orwell, we keep behaving as if only the present matters. Harmony with all life must be accomplished for us to survive, regenerate, thrive. Tech most contribute to this goal. Holochain, holy crypto very soon will be 10 cent. SafeMoon and hot. I still don't know what SafeMoon is, to be honest with you guys. This person says, my wife is a funny creature. For 5 years, she has told me you are wasting our money buying XRP. This morning, she says to me, did you put in a buy order and buy the dip for us? For us? What? I thought I was wasting our money. This is true. This person put, he said, are you sure this time? I'm not going to read that. It says sell-off in Bitcoin on Saturday night was done by a Chinese crypto whale through crypto exchange Binance. 9K Bitcoin sold. I don't really care about it. You know what? To be honest with you guys, I really don't care. Now, I will say this. It could be that I don't care because I really don't have any other. I don't have any other crypto. Anything. So many of you guys have money to actually have portfolios and stuff. I don't. So To me, Holochain is my launch pad to for a lot of things. So this person says you're probably wondering, hosted Elemental chat for web users is being delayed. Nope, this is all an expected part of the development cycle. When theory meets the real world, there's always a process of adjusting the two. Absolutely, absolutely. So this just goes back to the dev post here. They're talking about the max supply and how many holders there are and and why like the holders of Holochain are actually going up. So Hot is still looking for the bulls. The bad, it fell through the major resistance level 0.018. The good, Hot successfully back tested the important support level of 0.0155 multiple times. See here, look here. Look at all of this, you guys. Look at all of this. See, I honestly, me personally, I don't want to go through all of this. Look at all of this. I don't want to go through all of this or try to understand all of this. I want to take a pill to knock my ass out, and then a year later, I just wake up and then I cash out. If it's at that point, I'm not gonna say I'm cash out, especially totally, because I actually do want to support many things within the Holochain ecosystem. So I don't mean cash out as far as getting out of everything involved, but you guys know what I mean. For some people, Holochain is the only vehicle that they have, and I will say it's for me, but I'm still going to be investing in Holochain regardless of how high it goes. And a lot of the projects out there, not just the Holo project, not just Holo. All right, this is great news for Holo. The project is a serious project, continues to grow, and is able to compete with others. Congratulations. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's going on. I guess that was 8 hours ago. But he got a Luffy sign. He got a Luffy avatar picture there. And yeah, I'm huge. I'm huge. I'm huge in the anime, you guys. Like seriously huge in the anime. Okay. All right. Also, I want to talk about. I'm glad. I'm flipping through this because I don't see any funny ones. I did see a funny one where a guy said that he'd rather work at McDonald's or something like that. Man, I wish I had saved it. Oh, it was so funny. Oh, no. The guy said, oh, man, I wish I could find it. He said he when the crypto market crashed, he was like, that's it. I'd rather have a bad job and an ugly... No, he said, I'd rather have a small house and an ugly wife. We got some people out here. Without a doubt, this person says, without a doubt, Hot is about green energy, and that's the other thing. That's the other thing that Holochain. The Holochain, while blockchain is kind of separating, and there kind of has to be a better bridge between blockchain technology and fiat. There is an extreme easy bridge between Holochain and fiat currency. So I mean, it's just I could talk about this for a long time, but. Anyway, sorry for my voice, you guys. My throat's kind of bad today. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday, so I was at her birthday party. It was really cool. It was good to see my daughter again. So anyway, this is what every single All right, so I don't really. Man, that was some funny ones when the market crashed. Man. Anyways, looks like everyone kind of wised up and is looking forward to. Man, I wish I had that comment because there was some funny comments after that as well. But anyway, that's enough. That's enough for me. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Again, look, you guys. If you're invested in Holochain, if you have the hot token, if you're invested in Holochain or Holo in any sort of capacity right now, you guys are the future. I should say we because I'm part of it as well. We are into something in which it's going to transform the world. This technology is awesome. I love it. And I do believe that the team is gonna move forward. It seems like everybody was on vacation last week, maybe, or the other week. Maybe that's why we didn't get our our AMA. But hopefully we get an AMA and we're able to move forward from there. You guys, please, thank you guys very much for tuning in. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. As I always say, do your own research, do your own research, do your own research. And last but not least, you guys, please, 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 above all else, stay safe out there. Bye, you guys.